I wish that men knew that women actually love being spontaneous. Spontaneity, that's the word, right? So that, and just overall understanding when we're going through sadness and going through our feelings, learning and knowing how to cope and guide us through that.
What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Marquise James with the Major Minorities, bringing you another street interviews. We're at Film Friends. Today I have here with
Royal Phoenix Wild.
Okay, and
We have Rose Lee.
you guys have a relationship going on, situationship going on. What?
Yeah, it's real juicy and interesting if people want to know.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay, if you want to drop a little tidbit, I don't know.
They want
They want it.
They want
it's
it.
It's not about me.
Okay, so we are in a unionship and we have a polygamous-based relationship.
I respect it.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, so it's very interesting. We have a foundation with each other. You know what I'm saying? At a point to where we are open to allowing the right energies to join on to what we're building, because we're builders.
That's great. That's great. Okay, I rock with that. That kind of goes in line with one of the questions I've been asking everybody tonight, and it was, how do you feel about dating or being in a relationship with someone that does multiple intimate scenes? You guys are the first that I've had with what you would say more of a eclectic, open relationship.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine that y'all kind of view it a little differently.
Yeah.
What's your response to that? Like,
That's very interesting.
and y'all do music. Y'all not in the necessarily acting and stuff.
We've talked about this though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about
Because she's
that?
gotten offers like that.
How do y'all feel about that kind of relationship?
What's the numbers, first and foremost?
Okay.
How much is y'all paying? You know what I mean? But essentially, we've been through a lot. Can I say certain stuff on here? I'm not sure.
You can talk, man. Yeah,
Okay.
talk your shit.
Right.
We went viral like 3 days ago.
So look,
Everything.
I've watched her have sex with someone before.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? We was on a room naked. I watched her have sex with someone before. So I've gotten like acclimated with that, and then we've built such a strong unionship that if that was the case, and she had to do a flick or whatever, and the pay was great, we have enough connection to where I would be comfortable with that, and I actually would watch. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a support with that.
So it's about the pay, not so much the professionalism.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody else was like, it's professionalism. So okay.
Yeah.
So then if I just walked up right now,
I'm not automatically a professional.
right. So if I walked up right now and I was like, here's a contract, and sir, ma'am, and all of the professionalism, can I make out with your girlfriend right now? This is the same question I've been asking everybody.
I would say,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
So she would do this. I would say, well, what are your intentions, and why do you want to do this, and why do you choose her?
okay. So then a guy would say something like, I love the art.
How do
You know what I'm saying?
I would
And
say,
he's
You know
heard
what I'm saying?
And he's heard of things like this.
Right. Because
and
people are going to do what
answer
they
to
can
it.
do.
Right. And he's been like, because he knows the energy that I carry and how I do look. My looks is just a plus. It's really about my energy that I carry.
and she does BDSM too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then you guys are saying the money, when it's about the money, is cool.
It's
So
about the energy overall.
the energy, okay, so we come with the
Energy
energy
is
first.
Energy
Then
is first.
then is the bag there, then it's the professionalism. So then a lot of people say they get into these intimate relationships, and that boundary is what makes the relationship sacred. What makes a relationship sacred for you folks?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. You want to go first?
Man.
Crickets.
What makes our relationship sacred?
What makes a relationship sacred?
So I would say the foundation. I would say when two people come together and you're able to be in alignment based upon your viewpoints, your morals, perspectives, where you all are heading in life. Because if you two have two separate directions, but y'all meet here, if y'all don't communicate about that, then y'all can split along the way to those destinations. But when y'all are in alignment and y'all have the right connection and the same foundation and the right values and things like that, I feel like it sets you up.
You feel me?
My bad, man. You're good. Hey, they just walk up on a proposition. We got.
Right. Yeah, it sets you up. So what makes a relationship sacred is, again, being in alignment with each other, having the same destination, morals, viewpoints, and building true chemistry and trust.
Yeah.
And trust.
When a man and a woman get together, the man is Intimately, I would say. The man portrays or usually takes on the role of what one would say dominance.
Right.
Correct?
Correct.
We agree? We agree.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if you're involved with another man, you are okay with her being dominated by another man.
Not particularly. So she's a dominant herself.
Okay.
So in our unionship, I'm the dominant as well. You know what I mean? When it comes down to that. But she also would have like subs, and if she deals with another man, a lot of times these other men, they're men, but you have different stature of men. So these men, they want to. Let me show you what they want to do. They want to do like this. Oh, dear goddess. They want to.
I'm about to say we getting in there.
They want to kiss my feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's not dominated by these other men.
Gotcha. Okay.
Never.
And
She
okay,
does the
and
dominating.
So every time someone does comes with a proposition, it's usually to be submissive to you.
That's what it has been based
Yeah.
upon our experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So being that you guys are in this kind of relationship and you're heading things and you're playing the woman role as however y'all see that fit, with a woman, with a woman to a man, her prized possession is her sexuality, her her womb and such, and that's what you hold and the guy wants. And so for him to have you in that situation, he must be of a higher ilk, essentially, correct?
Correct.
Oh yeah, he has
from other
to be.
dudes, yeah, he has to be
Yeah,
in a
he most definitely has to be. If I'm already a dominant woman.
someone you can look up to. Someone
Yeah,
that can
it
lead
has to
you.
be somebody who can lead me, somebody I can look up to. Somebody who can
Describe a man that can garner that attention, because a lot of men would love to be able to have their main woman that they love and protect and take care of, and also explore other women. I assume that's a setup you guys kind of have. Or?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
setup. person.
How does a man get to that situation? With, my crowd.
Well, I mean, first of all, he has to love himself. You got to love yourself as a man. You have to know what you're building. You have to straight have vision for what you're building. And then you most definitely have to be a leader. Period. If you can't lead and you're already going in your feelings, you're letting your feelings guide you on how you're leading, it's gonna never work. You have to be able to cope with your feelings and be able to just be a good leader overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to end with these last two things. I went viral a couple days ago for saying, what was it? Men can have multiple relationships with women. We want variety. It's just, it's the testosterone in us that wants to keep on, conquering, dominating, and all that. And for a woman to give herself sexually to multiple men while in a relationship, she has to be a broken woman. How do you feel about that statement?
Being a broken woman who wants to give herself to multiple men.
If you're in a relationship with a man that you love, admire, and respect, and you look up to him, and he's providing everything you need, then in general, a woman wouldn't seek outside physical intimacy. In general, how do you feel about the statement, a woman that can have multiple relationships like that is a broken woman while in a relationship?
I feel like when that even came from that just came from patriarchy itself. Like it was made up from bitter men or whatever. So just that whole statement that a woman can't have amongst other partners. Yeah, it just doesn't sit right with me. So to just clear that, it has to be a complete understanding on the woman has to know what she is, what she wants in her life, and how she's gonna move. We gotta have standards, boundaries on what it is that we desire. It's not saying that, because it is difference between sluts, wives,
Like that.
hoes, dominatrix, submissive.
We have the three ones. It's sluts,
Right.
hoes, and whores. A whore does it for the money. A slut does it because she likes sex, and a hoe does it for the clout.
Right.
Y'all agree with that?
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I want to speak on that when you're done.
So I'm overall saying the woman just has to know her overall power and what she desires to conquer within her realm of her universe.
And I'll say, because now when we talk about the science, and I'm gonna wrap it up, The science of most women is to, when you're with the male and that male is at, where he needs to be for that woman, she typically is for that man. And a lot of times may not look out elsewhere for that. More submissive. And I mean, because the thing that she's submissive as well, I think that with our agreement and then what we have in mind, she also has this dominating, androgynous type of energy as well. But I'm not per se willing to just let her go and do her own thing because we have that type of bond, like a best friendship. We was friends years before we ever got to a relationship. So therefore, it comes down to, like I say, the respect level is there, the unity is there. And again, I'm able to know, like, she has these men, they're like submitting to her on a standpoint of them, they're like praising her from a standpoint, and they want to do that. So really, they praise me too, because I benefit too. You know what I mean?
That's an interesting way of going.
Giving, she's gifted big gifts, $40,000 gifts. We share the gifts.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so in that aspect, as long as things are in alignment, the morals and the communication, trust and bond is there for real. And this is truly how this woman truly is, and she wants to explore different things. I'm willing to at least explore it and make sure that we stay in alignment. And if it's not in alignment, then we can have that conversation. But for us, it has been in alignment.
Cool that. And I love being, for you, what is one thing you wish more women knew about men? And then vice versa, what is one thing you wish more men knew about women?
Is that, one, men do have feelings, and men are attracted to upstanding women. Women who also are connected to culture, because in this day and time, a lot of our women are not connected to culture. So therefore, they adapt American patriarchal chaos. And so, and what we see in today's, society is chaotic women who are finding their place, and based upon a lie of who they are. Okay. So they're living according to something that's not the truth, spiritually and culturally. Okay. So, yeah.
I wish that men knew that women actually love being spontaneous. Spontaneity, that's the word, right? So that, and just overall understanding when we're going through sadness and going through our feelings, learning and knowing how to cope and guide us through that.
For sure. It's your boy Marquise James checking out with the Major Minorities. Yeah.